Let's have a quick look at some of the more advanced features beyond the absolute basics. So if we go over to Tools, then a couple of things to point out. You can modify the registration form at the end of the questionnaire. So typically it just asks for your name, your email and your gender, but you can actually design that questionnaire registration form and ask anything you like. You can use drop-down menus, yes, no, radio buttons, anything you fancy you can do. You can also go into the email notification and set up, if you want to get an email to tell you when a candidate registers, then you just put your email address in here. You can put more than one in, so if someone goes on holiday then someone still get notified, and just put in something in the subject line like new candidate registered and untick the box. That's the thing to do. I know it's a bit back to front, but untick the box, press save, and you'll get an email every time a candidate registers. Go back up to the top here and select credits, and you'll see there's a drop down where you've got credit status and quote request. So the credit status essentially just tells you how many credits you've used, how many credits you've still got available for each service. In this case it's just the Interview Pro. And the quote request, so if you run out of credits and you need more, then you can submit a quote request and basically notify the person who provided you with this account that you need more credits and how many you need, and they will get back to you. So you just specify the service, so in this case it's Interview Pro, and how many do you actually want to order. Let's say you want some 5, and you can make a short note to them, you know, can I get the same again, I'm hiring more people, I need them for this, whatever. Just communicate with the person who's providing you with this support and press submit, and they will then let you know and get back to you with prices and sort that out for you. Switch report we've already covered. Let's go to questionnaire. There's a couple of advanced features in the questionnaire which we didn't look at in the basic video. So we've covered the basics. Things you can do is you can upload your logo so that it appears at the top of the questionnaire page. You just simply go here and click your logo and upload it. Simple as that. You can even shorten that long URL, this long URL, you can shorten that a little bit by entering, you know, your own company name, for instance. So you just put something in the box here and it will abbreviate that long URL into something a little more friendly. There's a thank you page, which again I would certainly encourage you to write your own thank you page. Tell candidates what to expect, what happens next, what timescale they're working to, what you want them to do now. You can include links here to another part of the recruitment process what you have. It's a really easy to use facility and can be very, very useful. And then finally at the bottom here we have the privacy consent. This is to do with the new European law on GDPR. So let me just scroll in here to show you. So it's about data protection. People Maps has done most of the work for you here. So all you really need to do is enter the name of your organisation here, and if you have a link to your own privacy statement that is GDPR compliant, then you might want to enter that here, and that's all you really need to do. In fact, you don't even need to put that link in. And this standard statement here will be presented, and it will mention your name that you've put in here. And this is what candidates are actually consenting to. Now you can add your own statement which will preface this standard statement. This has to remain because by GDPR, because People Maps is holding your data, we have to also manage that data, and therefore we have to tell people that that is what's going on. So that's what this statement does, but you can also add, if you wish, your own preface to that if there's anything else that you want to add to this statement. And again, that keeps you nice and squeaky clean with GDPR. And other advanced features, very briefly, if we go over to settings and go to my account, a couple of things to point out. It would be helpful if you populated this if it's not populated, but you can actually select a time zone. So if you're not in the UK as the default time zone, but if you're elsewhere, then feel free to select a time zone that suits you, and that basically means that everything in your control room will be operating to your time zone, which is very useful. And at the bottom here you will see just a reminder of what you consented to when you registered for this account, and that that's your details are stored here. Okay, that's all some of the advanced features, the slightly less standard features in the People Maps control room.